Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams, man, for real. And all the rest of y'all in this red pill space that talk about this stuff. I don't care if you make $1 million in this, you deserve it. Because this needs to be talked about. And this is going to be part of the Isaiah 4-1 series. And I'm going to talk about how Gisele already has a new boyfriend. Somebody just told me Gisele already has a new boyfriend. Now, this is what I know, and I'm going to do. Y'all know I like to connect the dots with my videos. I'm going to talk about this a little more in terms of as a woman ages, what happens, what my observation is, what I've seen, like with women I work with, women in my family, so on and so forth, that just kind of puts the nail in the coffin, if you will, as to Coach Greg Adams being right, Kevin Samuels being right, so on and so forth. Now, the only difference is Kevin Samuels advocated for marriage. But the women who listen to him, they actually can become at least a little something worthwhile. So Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. The disgrace is what Gisele just did. She telling that man to retire, and she probably had a boyfriend all along. Like, man, my screen is, I can't even see on the screen. She probably had a boyfriend all along. So how, okay, if she wasn't dealing with that guy before, how all of a sudden she's divorced, ain't even been divorced for 3 weeks, and she got a new boyfriend already. This is why I'm telling you guys, like this one particular guy, he talking about monogamy, this and that. Dude, listen, man. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about, man. That's why they say you got to surround yourself with people who are in agreement with you. Because what happens is people begin to disrespect you. People begin to try to interject their ideas, like their ideas are more intelligent than your ideas. And this is what happens. This is why not only do we talk about relationships, but on this channel, I talk about friendships too. How some people, you just got to leave them on that island. You got to leave them on that island, man. Because see, people would tell you, oh, man, you know, just work it out. People was telling Tom Brady to work it out. And the whole time she had to be cheating on him. There's no way you're divorced for 3 weeks and you already got a new boyfriend. That is ridiculous. Stop. Listen, man, y'all got to get more cutthroat, man. Y'all got to get, we as men, we got to carry ourselves in a dignified way. But when it comes to women, we got to be more cutthroat. Listen, man, you ain't going to just come up in here reaping benefits. I know. Listen, I am the type of man that women dream about having. That's just a fact. Now, if you cross me and you start doing that old Jezebelic stuff, then I could become your worst nightmare. And I ain't talking about violence. I'm talking about you won't get nothing. So she already has a boyfriend, y'all. This is why we need to practice polygyny and stop trying to commit to these women. You don't be knowing what they doing. There's no way. Oh man, I know my woman ain't never cheat. Your woman probably cheat more than anybody's woman. She would never cheat. You don't know that, man. You don't be knowing what these people doing. When you at work, when you out of town, when she out of town, man, y'all don't be knowing what. I'm telling you, women have always had a problem with me because I always had that sense that they wasn't about ish. You know, and you say, well, I ain't like that. You the unicorn. There's not many of you. And who's to say you ain't gonna become like that with age, which we're gonna talk about today. 32, 29, all that. You ain't even made it there yet when people mostly start doing this stuff. I ain't like that. I want to see you at 50. And then I want you to be able to tell me that you have never cheated, never flirted, never had an emotional affair with a man. So somebody just called and told me that Gisele already has a new boyfriend. This particular person does not agree with what we talk about on here. So every little detail that makes women seem desirable or this or that, they gonna run to me. Hey, this, that. And I appreciate it because it's just giving me more firepower to see that, man, stop spending your life. Listen, man, I know what I'm talking about because I had an offer on the table to keep playing football. Like, I had a Division III offer on the table. He gave me the offer. God honest truth. He gave me the offer. He said, the only thing is that you're going to have to figure out a way to pay for the rest of your schooling. But he gave me the offer. In fact, he even told me what position. He said, well, you're not going to be a defensive back. He wanted me to be an outside linebacker because in Division III, you know, the players are smaller. So he told me that I wouldn't be a defensive back, but he said he wanted to try me out at outside linebacker, and I was going to compete with the outside linebacker that they had for the starting job. And I gave that all up because I had just met somebody, and this is the crazy part. This is the kicker. You know, when you from the hood and everything seemed far away, that college just seems so far away. But now as I drive it, it's not that far away, man. And every time I go near it, I be thinking like, wow. It's here in Wisconsin. So these preachers, I tell y'all all the time, they don't know what they talking about. When they try to tell you that you can only have one woman, that is a lie, and it's false. And I'm going to the scripture today, and I'm going to read it. I always tell you to read it, but I'm going to read it for you. I don't even got to go to the rest. I got more scriptures. But I'm going to read the scripture that proves that the Most High himself orchestrated polygyny in the scripture. And he has no problem with it. And I'm going to tell you what he has a problem with. So, she already got a boyfriend, man. She already got a boyfriend, man. And now get this. I also found out from somebody, the same person, that they have houses where their houses, they can see each other's house. See, what women do sometimes, they'll try to make you jealous. But you got to think like I think. You ain't making me jealous. You're just showing you was a thought the whole time. You get with somebody that quick, especially the ones where I saw, you know, I was in the grocery store. You know how you look at the inquiry? A lot of that stuff they be having in there be the truth. And one of the things they had in there is that Gisele was basically sexually abusing Tom Brady. What do I mean by that? Well, we ain't gonna get into allegedly. You can't sue me. You got to sue the Inquirer. Allegedly, she was like playing sex games. Allegedly. Now, what women do is they swear you to secrecy so they can uphold false images. And then you'll hear them sometimes like they'll be praising you to people because they're trying to keep that image in play. But that's not how they really feel about you. Because when those people ain't around, they show how they really feel. You can tell what a person really thinks of you by the consistency of their actions and their words. Out of the abundance of a person's heart, the mouth speaks. Oh, I ain't mean that. You said it 95 times. What you mean you don't mean it? Well, I'll give me a new man. I ain't mean that. I was just playing. You said it 25 times. What do you mean? You think I'm stupid? And they think you stupid. When a girl keeps saying the same, that's why you got to know how to vet. When they keep saying the same thing, keep that. If you got to write it down, that those things that she keeps saying, that's how she really feel. So if she keep talking about getting with other dudes, she's a 304. She want to get smashed by fresh meat. When a woman talks about getting with other men, or how it'll be like, just check her out. Look at her face. If she looking off in space, that's because that's what she really want to do. Y'all guys gotta let go, man. See, they'll try to make you feel guilty for wanting to let go after they start behaving like this. And then they'll be in public, like some people, acting like they're just the perfect wife. They're just the perfect wife. Dude, having a wife ain't nothing no more, man. These women ain't spiritual. That's a biblical thing. Come on, man. That's why you gotta be like, okay. Isaiah 4:1. She all right. I'm gonna keep dealing with her, see what happens. Oh, she all right. I'm gonna keep dealing with her, see what happens. She all right. I'm gonna keep dealing with her, see what happens. Then you do the process of elimination. You better keep being right. That's how our attitude should be towards women. And we, like I tell you, treat her a little better than she treats you. Then she won't be able to say that you ain't do nothing. She stopped cooking, cook sometimes. She stopped cleaning, clean up sometimes. Because what a woman wants to do, they want to think that you're trash when they don't want you no more because it's their nature to act a fool on you. Just ask Adam. Ask Adam. Adam, there's books out there that you can read that Adam, I probably shouldn't have ate them spicy nacho chips. But y'all already know, I told y'all already, I had 2 bags of them, the little bags. You already know. I told y'all what my favorite snacks are. So, Adam, the book says that Adam didn't talk to Eve for 40 days. 40 days, he ain't want to get away from me. He was telling her, get away from him. You got to read it. He was fasting in the Nile River, trying to get back in God's good graces. Because one thing, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how many dresses you put on. I don't care how much you go to church and you put your finger up when you go into the bathroom. I don't care about none of that. The Most High does not like when women start acting a fool on men. He has no love for it. So y'all be trying to act like God is soft. Y'all be trying to act like he just gonna just let everything ride. When he told us, originally, they didn't even put the words of the Most High on paper. But he allowed it because he knew we would need it one day. He knew people would be worshiping idols and they wouldn't have no religious, no spiritual structure. So he knew we would need this one day, and that's why he gave it to us. So, but he does not, because he knows he dealt with the same problem. Adam dealt with the same problem. Many men, it's getting ridiculous, man. When y'all gonna learn? I already learned. Like, a lot of times, women present themselves in a way that makes you want to choose them over the others. But the question is, will they keep being that person they was that made you want to choose them over the others? Most of them, no. And most guys, they be having too much to lose. So they just go along. Like, man, you know what, man? It's cheaper to keep her. Yeah, if you keep her, how long you gonna be around? Because your woman pushes your buttons to the point where you got all this fury and toxins built up in here. So is it cheaper to keep her? You tell me. Let's examine, if you will, what your woman does and says to you on a regular basis. And let's examine what she doesn't do. Now, after that examination, is it cheaper to keep her? Think about all the money you got to spend just staying with this person. It's like having a dog that be biting you. I was going to tell y'all this story, something that happened with one of my pets that I had to get rid of because he kept using, like he wasn't, you're there to be a companion for my kids and you're trying to bite my kids. No. That's how it is. It's like having a dog that's trying to attack you. You're not here to attack me. You're here to be a friend. You're here to be an entertainment. I got enough people in the world to attack me. You got enough people in the world to attack you. It's like having a dog that's attacking you. And these guys, man, it's crazy, man. Dude, I be hearing them, man. I told you, dude came in the store the other day. Let me take a deep breath, because I got that in. Wait, hold on. I got heartburn. You know how you can feel it right here? So, this guy comes in the store, and he says, she let me come outside. I'm looking at him like he really believed that. He really means it, man. What? Listen. That sauce, that feeling that we get when we get it out, when we get the fluids out, I can do that myself. You could do that yourself. So you got to bring more than that. And how dare you charge me for something that I could do myself? Listen, that's why some people don't have DoorDash and all that. Because they look at it like that. They could go get their own food. But now people getting charged for stuff that they could do themselves. You gotta watch what you say on YouTube. Especially me, because I be talking about God and stuff. And we all know. Look at the videos of anybody that talks about the Bible and God. They have less views. Because YouTube be shadow banning. So when I get to talking about this kind of stuff, I have to be extremely careful. That's why you'll see me pause sometimes. So I won't get mad and just say the wrong thing. I don't got red pill rage. I'm not in rage. Ain't nobody, what woman gonna put me in red pill rage? I don't care that much. I know how they are. Guilty until proven innocent. And like I said, a lot of these women is like that dog that's trying to attack the people in his own house. And we gonna watch that G woman. We just gonna call her the G woman. Is another example of this. If you really loved him that much, how do you have a boy? This just proves it. How do you have a boyfriend in 3 weeks? That dude was already her boyfriend, y'all. He was already with her. See, this was crazy about the American society. When women do the same stuff, they compliment them. You go, girl. Yeah, that's way to move on. But Tom Brady do it. Oh, he's turning his back on his kid. All the beta males, like the little, what's his name? The little receiver. Talking about, I'm retiring again to be with my wife. And what you saying? Your wife probably worse. Listen, man, that stuff ain't nothing, man. It ain't what people make it, man. It's too much at stake. And y'all try, well, that's what God would want me to do. And you're right. That is what he wants you to do if these women was worth that. That is what he would want you to do. But right now, you should practice polygyny and have concubines, have an agreement in place before God, this is what she is. And explain it to her. If she don't like it, she can move around. You ain't needed. You want it, but you ain't needed. Oh, he ugly, he's short, he poor. Let me throw out my shame and look. He ugly, he's short, his wing ding little. That's how they attack. You tell them, you ain't, I got somebody else, you ain't acting right. Here they come with their weapons. You're short, you're too short anyway. I'm gonna say it. I gotta say it at least once. Your dick little. Excuse me, I apologize. But this is what they use. They pull out them weapons. Oh, is it? What you say your body count was? That was years ago, wasn't it? Okay, so if it matters to you, then you must have lied about your body count. Of course, they all do. The only ones that don't is the ones that probably really is virgin. Oh, I only had sex with one, but it was really 8. Because you was sucking, you was grinding on dudes, he had his hand in your pants, all that counts. You liked them, all that counts. So, this is why we have to change our approach with them. You have to see them for what they really are and what they really have to offer. Let me say that again. You have to see them for what they really are and what they really have to offer. Because, let's be honest, if they don't take care of themselves, if they don't go the extra mile for themselves and for you, everything they was doing that made you want them is going to cause them or they're going to decline off of that thing. So just understand this and let Tom Brady be your example. Oh, I'm suing everybody. I'm suing. You can't sue me. You got to sue the person you got to sue the original sources. These people want to sue the little man. You can't sue the little man. You got to go after the original source. And if anybody try to get you, you just provide proof of where you got the info from. And that's the end of that. I defamation of character. The info is right here that you a scammer. So, let this serve as an example. Let this serve as an example. Me personally, every woman is guilty until proven innocent. Every single one. Guilty till proven innocent. I'm not going to finna waste no 20 years again. When you got kids, it's not a waste. But I'm just saying, when things go bad, every day that you still there is a wasted day. You need to learn how to get along with that woman that don't want you no more. Accept it. Don't listen to her, because she could be just trying to buy some time. Accept it. She doesn't want you anymore. Look at her actions. Look at her ways. And accept it. Tom Brady accepted it. This woman, she using that as an excuse because what she really probably wanted to do, allegedly, this is just my prophetic spidey senses, she wanted to get him there so she can ridicule him. And if she was smashing the other dude, and she thought he was better than Tom Brady. Every day that she can't smash him, she's gonna pick a fight. Whether socks on the ground, oh, you ain't spending enough time. It's never good enough for the woman that wants to be a 304, or the woman who wants somebody else, or the woman who never wanted you in the first place. Nothing is ever good enough for them. Accept it. Accept it. You gonna get on one day, man. It's cheaper to keep her. Now you 55. You could have left her at 46. You could have left her at 46. Now you 55. And she has gotten worse each year. She can't see it because she's blinded by her own arrogance and conceit. And so you first start getting these senses at 38. Now you 48. Now you 58. And now it's gotten to the point where you practically want to, you can't do that. And you shouldn't do that. Somebody challenging you all the time. You a man. Listen, man, you don't need no woman to challenge you. And I'm just going to close with that because I need to get some water or something. Like I need to get something to drink. So just go monk mode or practice polygyny. And those women that want you to be in a monogamous relationship with them, just eliminate them out the equation right now. As soon as they say that, stop talking to them, stop calling them, tell them the truth right then and there. I don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. I don't believe in monogamy. Monogamy, nobody's monogamous. These women, if they had an emotional affair, they're not monogamous. If they had a physical affair, they're not monogamous. If they flirted with some dude, they're not monogamous. Monogamy is you pinpointing and zeroing in on this one person. And if you don't do it, how can you demand it? You know what you're doing. All these women know what they're doing. Most of these men don't know what they're doing. But they talking about they got to be the only one. You must don't want me to be the only one. She must don't want you to be. Listen, man. This is how it be. Let go. Let go. And like I always tell y'all, do not become no woman's slave that was acting a fool on you. Don't give her all your, if you got to quit your job, do what you got to do, but don't give her all your money. If she physically cheated on you, why would you give her half your check? Just because the system say so. That's stupid. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And I am the Truth Man. And I shall see you with more videos as the day goes on. We got some stuff to cover today. So I got a couple videos I want to talk about. I want to talk about secret societies. Then I want to talk about as a woman ages, what I see. And they mad because they're getting exposed, but the Most High is the one. You say, well, how you going to say God in that? Listen, you'll be amazed the things that the Most High allows and might even add input to. I've heard such wisdom that I know that some of these ideas is coming from the Most High. You can say what you want. Thanks for watching.